Hey YouTube, you have missed so much. I did an entire run while you were gone and beat Ganon. Anyway, howdy who, Cosmic. Save Rob. Don't believe the game where it's like, it's the same save file where I didn't beat the run. That's the old one. Oh, hold on. I know what I'm doing wrong. Oh! I didn't know what I'm doing wrong. I know now. I was dragging it from the ROM folder to the download folder, like a dummy. Dragging the wrong one, obviously. Alright. RIP title. I know what I'm doing is a little gross, but sorry. I can't help it. Don't know what did it, but something definitely scraped right above some of my back teeth. The gum right there. There's like a little bit of flap of skin, and it is driving me crazy. Who is that? I want to find the sprite first. Who this is supposed to be. At least have food. Maybe that'll distract me. A rude Cosmic. The only thing I've really had to eat was a toasted chicken patty. Which might have had like a little bit of a rough side, but I didn't remember feeling that. I've almost gotten it off, and I promise I'm looking at the sprites to try and see what this is. It is Harvest Moon Guy. I had seen it. I've almost got that flap away, but oh well. It is apparently Pete. Come with me if you want to leave. Yeah, it must have been that chicken patty. But it is exactly that title, just the too hot, rough. Once I actually start playing, I'll be able to ignore it unless the food starts bothering it. We are farming. Little known fact, Harvest Moon Guy is your grandfather in Stardew Valley. Piece of heart. Alright, full heart. I was trying to remember what I got in the first chest, and I was just blanking. Was hoping for exactly that. I wanted the second bomb for safety. Technically, I should hope for a few more just because, there's a few different spots to really bomb, so... Small keys for days! So far, I have found nothing unique and important. Not a huge fan of, Harvest Moon Guy's walk cycle. It's not a good one. Cactuar's was kind of jerky and bad, but that was specifically to match Cactuar's jerky and bad animation, so I could accept that. Alright, have 7 bombs. Should be enough for quite a while. Another 50 rupees. Those aren't bad. I definitely prefer actual items, especially this early. But getting over 100 rupees early on is good, just so that you can buy the item from Bottle Guy without forgetting, as I absolutely would if I didn't. So how's chat doing? You enjoying the runs? Hopefully this one I'll beat, but honestly, the odds aren't great. You know, with it being about 7 o'clock, so there's about 2 hours left of the stream. Which is part of the reason why I didn't really want to do Halo, is I feel like after booting it up and everything, we get through, what, the first level or 2. Don't hate Taka, title. Taka's great. He voices Nappa and Guru. What's Taka making you doing? Oh yeah, did the Kotobo Pass not drop a brisket for you? I needed it to kill 2 or 3 for it. God, Zelda has a better walk cycle than Harvest Moon Guy. Which, you know, I guess is fair. This game was, if she was specifically made for this game, but she also, this is the one time she walks, so if they had skimped on it, no one would have noticed. Oh, you have to use magic on it for it to drop? I didn't know that. Neat. At least that means that you should be able to get it consistently once you know that. But yeah, they should definitely tell you in-game. Or even if they don't specifically tell you that you have to do that for the Kotobo Pass, they should at least say somewhere in-game, hey, some enemies only drop stuff if you use magic, or whatever. That would still be annoying, but at least somewhere there would be something about it. Alright, I've got the book. Good news, that flap of skin is gone. The spot where it is a little tender, but you know, it happens. Alright, getting a little low on health. I may die. Please don't die. I don't know if they hit me or not. Ah, hey, there we go. absolute garbage. Damn it. After I even went back for a second bomb. How could you, game? Medallion, neat. I will say, I feel like this is the most under-equipped I've been after Escape in quite a while, which is not the best sign of this, how this run will go. That. Just a red rupee, who cares? Thank God. Still not 100% sure what triggers being allowed to grab that, because I swear I've beaten Aghanim and still couldn't. That really is not the way I should go for this item. The single arrow. When I say the, I mean it. I'm pretty sure there's only a single treasure that is just one arrow. And that is the one. I could be wrong about that. Alright, so far, I've gotten some money, 2 full heart containers, and a book. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and a medallion. Technically not the worst you can do, but not great. What's the map looking like? Pendants and everything but Eastern. Nice. That means I will definitely have to do all but maybe one Dark World dungeon. Got the boots. Got the Master Sword. Alright. And a fuck ton of rupees. What I have not found is something that really opens up a lot of areas of the map yet. I haven't found the gloves, or the hammer, or the hook shot. I've found 2 of the 3 medallions, though. Or the flippers. Still quite a few, chests in town, though, so... Pizza heart, arrows, bombs, rupees. More bombs. On the one hand, not good that I haven't found a lot of things yet. On the other hand, if the amount of areas I can go to is super limited, that does up the odds of me finding the bow early on so I can complete Eastern, and that's a little nice, at least. I don't have a bottle, so I can't go say hi to Bugnet Kid. At least I have the Master Sword, so I'll do more damage. The shield. Great. It's almost like I'm just playing the base game. Shouldn't have come in here, because you're Bottle Kid. So welcome to my vanilla Link to the Past speedrun. I almost said randomizer after it, even though that would have ruined the joke, just because I am so used to saying randomizer. I need the hammer and the magic powder for that. I can grab whatever's in here, at least. The fire rod, interesting. It also doesn't open anything up. At least not yet. At least when I inevitably have to do Skull Woods, I can do it. I think right now, I don't think I need any other item to beat that. I'm about to scream. Uh-oh. I don't know why I picked up the first bush, but after that, it was just faster to pick up all of them. Well, I can at least definitely afford King Zora. Gotta go up from here. Faster to save and quit and load from Link's house, but oh well. Or, I mean my house. Nope. Suxora. Pretty sure it's pronounced Noctis. Trying to remember if I can even go left to get the to get into desert, or if I have to pick up a rock to reach there. I can get all but the boss item right now from desert, so if I can, it might actually be worth it to go there. It's not worth taking that time to pick up those bombs. And I've got the flippers, which doesn't open up a lot right now. That basically lets me get whatever item is next to King Zora, and whatever the hobo on the bridge, under the bridge has, I guess. Right. I can go over here at least. I'm not gonna go into the actual dungeon at this point, unless there's something real good right here. Red Boomerang, who gives a shit? I can get into there, which is good to know. Can also get whatever's in here. Besides that one run I did where I didn't have the sword and I just had bombs, I think this is the most closed off I've had of a run where I just really don't have a lot of places to go. Because unless King Zora, the waterfall, double treasure, the item by King Zora on the cliff. Let me see, what else can I get? Hobo's item, There's that bandit cave with like 5 things. That'll help a little. And then there's the one item by the fairy fountain all the way out to the east of the lake. And other than all that, which is 5, 8, 9, 10 treasures? Other than those 10, it's going into one of the dungeons I can't complete currently, seeing what's in there. So let's hope for some good stuff in here. Alright, tier 3 sword. The flute, which I don't think actually helps me right now, besides just letting me get around places faster. It'll let me get up onto Death Mountain, but I can't do a lot once I'm up there. Man, I don't know how long it'll take, but whenever I finally reach a boss, I'm going to destroy them, and that'll be not fun. Just don't know how long it'll take me to get there. Because that depends on finding things. Right now, really hoping for the gloves, hookshot and hammer, or the bow. Got a Pizza Hut instead. I'd say the mirror, but even the mirror wouldn't help me right now. Because I think the only... And I might not even be able to hit this one. I think the only Dark World panel I can hit is the one on top of Death Mountain. And I'm not sure about that. It depends whether I have to lift up... No, I think it's uncovered. What was on the island last time? Magic powder, I think? It's on it this time, now that I'm actually checking. Pizza Hut, of course. There's something useful the one time I don't look. Even then, I tried to look, I just died on the way there. Well, it wasn't super important. It wouldn't have helped where I got stuck at least. Oh, you know what? Sassafras has a few items. That'll help. What you got for me? There's the gloves. Okay. That definitely opens up more. I hit down, game. You fuck. I'm trying to think of what exactly it opens up right now. It would let me finish up Desert, if nothing else. Oh, you know what? I think I need the gloves to get up to Zora, so that's actually good, because I couldn't actually access, like, 4 treasures without that. I'm so used to having the gloves that I don't remember what all it actually opens up, because I just usually have them. First, let us get the flute going. That way I can just fast travel places. I think I can also just get onto Death Mountain at this point without the flute, but this will still let me go fast. I was going to go here anyway. I was just looking around and being like, is there really anything else I can do? And I feel like the answer is no. If I can get all the way up to Tower of Hera, which I don't think I can, unless I find either both the hookshot and the hammer, which would let me go everywhere else, so the one item I'm thinking of wouldn't really even be too helpful. Oops, over here. Go on, title. What's the dilemma? As I stumble over all my words. Stumbled words are the best words. Fight me. But that means camping. Ah. A singular rupee over there. Saying not worth grabbing, but at the same time, it'll let me get out faster if I go that way. I don't think I'll grab it. Which means my 30,000 plus experience won't get boosted. Oof. I mean, can you go hit a hotel, then eat it? Anything stopping you from leaving right now? As always, everything by King Zora is a disappointment. Waterfall isn't always a disappointment, but it was this time. Waterfall is nice. I just want this damn brisket. Ah, that's fair. As a heads up, I'm probably gonna go shopping with everyone tomorrow, and that plus the whole working a little bit on my group project. I don't know exactly when the stream will start. I promise it'll happen, it'll be Halo. I can do desert. Yeah? Oh, I can go see what Sassy has. Even without the hookshot, if I found the hammer, it would let me run around in Dark World, although I don't have the mirror or the moon pearl, so it wouldn't help me. Whoops. Got a bottle! The red cane. Alright, that's at least stuff. So with the bottle, I can get the item from... What's his face? Bug Kid. Which is right here. And I think I'll go do desert. Of course. I'm not even getting large amounts of rupees this time. It's all like 5 and 20. I think I've gotten 1 300. So desert's not required. I could only get 1 item if I went up to Death Mountain. Yeah, because I don't even have... I don't have the lantern, so I can't even get the thing from the old man for guiding him. Brisket does sound pretty good, though I'm enjoying my fries. Fries! Sure, Macho, though they are crinkle-cut fries. Nice. Just toss at the webcam. I don't want to make the webcam dirty. It's annoying to clean. Oh, you know what? There is... Oh, fucking... Damn it. Sometimes I forget about how the base game works, you know, just because I have random crap at random times. Like the whole needing the big key to open the big chest. I just forget that sometimes, because I usually have it. So, if I don't find something real useful in here, I can get an item by smashing the dash rocks by where Zelda and, what's his face are? The Chancellor or whatever. And if it isn't there, there's one item I can get up at Death Mountain. And other than that, I'm just gonna have to go into Eastern and hope the bow is in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to leave it and come back at some point. Probably would have been faster to just cut across the middle. I'm also not using my dashes super well, just because I'm unused to having them a little bit at this point. I haven't found an armor, have I? That's okay, I would much rather have super high damage and lower defense than the other way around like last time. That vulture didn't even care. Appreciate it. Have I gotten everything in here? I think that's a yes, because I don't think there's another chest. I think the boss has the map. Yay. What's this one doing, humping the corner? Stop it. Well, might as well get the pendant, I guess. Who knows, maybe this is a pendant seed, and I'm gonna have to get everything and then grab the item from the Master Sword pedestal. That'll be real fun. Now, is it up right? Fucker. Yep. RIP title. Oh, good thing I have the fire rod. I didn't even think about that. No, I don't have MP! Please. Oh, thank God. I don't think that's enough. It wasn't. I can't do this without MP. No. Oh well. I don't need what the boss has, probably. Yo, what's up, Nix? How you doing? Actually, that kind of depends. If it has the green pendant, I can get an item from that. I'll actually have to go find MP and go back through that. Which isn't the worst, but would be annoying. Hope things are going good, Nix. Smash the rock right here, because that'll get me an item. Like 2 or 3 items in the game. Alright, the mirror. That lets me get up to Hera. Okay, okay. Work is slowly killing me, but that's how it be. You're not wrong. Those itches. Shout out to 343. Should have been playing Halo. The seat is rough. 100 up there, which I can grab. The ice rod, which I'll probably need, so I'll grab that before I forget it's here. As nice as it would be to just ignore it and hope I don't need it later, it's probably going to be wrong. I only need it for Turtle Rock, but I'm only gonna not have to do one of the Dark World dungeons, so there's only a 1 in 7 chance that I won't have to do Turtle Rock. Those aren't great odds. Whoops. Also, look, I finally have the boots, so I can do this again. So much faster. I can also... No, I don't have the hammer. I was gonna say I could access Eastern, but I can't because I need the hammer to hammer down some pegs. Oh, we get to see what a Harvest Moon guy's Dark World sprite is, because I don't have the Moon Pearl. Oh, it's a little pupper. That's cute. I'll take those. I can grab the book from over here. Or, not the book, but this little medallion pedestal item, because I have the book. Nice. Fucking arrows for the bow I don't have. Still. If I had the bow, I could just do Eastern, which I'm probably gonna have to do. Instead, I'm gonna run around in here like an idiot to get the 1 or 2 items that are unique in here. And I just, no. Doing that. Oh, I should have grabbed that MP right there. And I could beat, then I could beat the Desert Palace. Alright, the big key. So hopefully the small key is in the chest that I need the small key to get to. I think that's the right color. I don't quite remember. Oops. No. Yes. So I need the panels like this. That's how I remember. Also, I was right in that it was red down, but I didn't remember what it looked like for red down. Silly me. I do also have the tier 3 sword, so hopefully this boss fight will go fairly well. It still depends on how often that asshole is gonna knock me off, but, you know. Can't do much about that. Alright. Well, first off, I'm an idiot because I just kept walking that fire. So there are 3 spots to get items left. And there's 2... I still haven't gotten the map and the compass. Nope, okay, never mind. I was gonna say that meant that if the big chest and the boss didn't have the unique item, then the small chest did, and I would have to go down to it. It didn't. Now I have the big gloves, which means I can access even more of Dark World, where I can still do almost nothing because I don't have the Moon Pearl. Now that thing really takes 4 hits from the Tempered Sword. It's impressive. Also means I don't have to beat this boss. He just has either the compass or map and the pendant. But I'm here already. because I'm bad, I haven't been keeping track of what pendants where, because the green one does get you an extra item from Sassy, but that went well, so it doesn't matter. Plus, the way this has been going, I probably need all 3 so that I can get the Master Sword pedestal. Oh, the red one! I think that's the one that's usually here. Neat. And I think the blue one's in Desert, which is also where it should be. How funny. There's one spot that item lets me check for a new item. In Light World. Again, it does let me run around in Dark World, but I can't do anything there because I don't have... Well, I can do very little because I don't have the Moon Pearl. Good luck, Tidal. You got this. Hey, the hook shot. Okay, that lets me get to Eastern Death Mountain. Yeah. That's a whole bunch of items. Let's go over there. Whee! Hey, the Moon Pearl! Alright, that opens up the vast majority of Dark World. I don't have the hammer, so that'll still be annoying for a few spots, but... The net. Alright, so I can catch fairies at least. 3 heart pieces and bombs. That was not the best. That's just the store. It's not useful to go in there. So there's nothing. I don't have the one medal that kills them. Or medallion, I should say. Oh, does Bombos kill them? It dropped its fang again. I'm sorry, Tidal. Arrows up there. Cares. That's Mimic Cave. Too far over. Shit. It's supposed to be 50-50. How many times have you done it? 3? That's not too bad of odds. It takes a while, it does. That's the downside. Oh, is it the far one? Shit. Yeah, that's the most annoying part, is having to turn in the hunt and leave. You know what I think happened right there? In my mind, I was like, I was right last time about which cave it was. But I was right, and then I chose the other one. Really, there should just be something in that cave, but there isn't. It just makes it more annoying. Alright, this is the last item I can get up here, so after this I'm just going to flute back to town? Yeah. Because then I can run around in Dark World and that'll have the most items. At some point I'm going to be disappointed to learn that the bow is in Eastern, which I need the bow to beat, and that's why I'm not going there. Alright, Title. Have a good night. Hope you get some good sleep. Fortunately, I am pretty sure that being able to get into Dark World is hopefully going to open up so much this run. The pendant is in Skull Woods, which is exactly where I wanted it. Because that means I hopefully don't have to do Skull Woods. Oh god, I'm blinking about what all I can do in this town. Hario House? Oh, I could do the blacksmiths. Yeah, it is, Artie. Welcome back. You have been missing a bit of a rough run. The nostalgia. Oh, I've been finding so much crap. Yeah, this is Pete, apparently. I've got everything in here now. Stardews in their valleys, that new Harvest Moon and Rune Factory, damn it. I already joked about that. About how your grandpa in Stardew Valley is this Harvest Moon guy. Pete. I'd say I'm curious to try Harvest Moon, but I just don't know how much I'd enjoy it, because as far as I know, it's basically a fair arty. As far as I'm aware, it's basically older, clunkier, not really as good Stardew Valley. I think Rune Factory is supposed to have more RPG to it, so that might be enjoyable still. I was all about that SimCity 2000. I don't know why I'm mirrored so far away. I can lift those rocks. Come here, you, I guess. Oh, I can't do the shovel thing now. Damn it. Actually, I can make the chest stop following me, so that should be fine. I think I played a little bit of SimCity 2000, but I think I mostly remember playing it on the Game Boy Advance. So shout out to that. And even then, I basically barely played it, because I don't really think that's the best way to play that game, if I had to take a wild stab at it. Hey, I remembered right. Damn it! I hoped. I remember the main thing I really did in that game was just, load up the scenarios where something horrible was happening to the city and just kind of watching what happened. How about no chest? I always make this mistake whenever I can. Grab the chest. Just have it follow you as you run around and do everything else. Oh wait, you can't do anything else with the chest. And the enemy drops are really that great this time around either. Here, you fuck. Hey, the lantern! Now I can free Grandpa from the cave. And I think that's about all that really accomplishes now. Although that brings up the good point of, I don't think it expected me to do Eastern till now. So at least I have that to think about. Because there's that dark room you have to get past. You know what I need to do that I just remembered? I need to play Mario Party. Trin redeemed that a little while ago. Maybe I'll see about next weekend, but I'll have finals to study for and complete, so I might be busy. All maps with chat? God. Listen, I tried to play Mario Party with you people. It just didn't work. We tried our damnedest, too. And I know you know we tried our best, because you were the main person helping me, if I remember right. Ow. School's doing pretty well. Things are a little frazzled just now, what with the whole, no more in-person classes thing. But it seems like most of the teachers have kind of figured out what they're doing. So, next week is... Ooh, magic powder. Last week is the last week of actual classes. The week after that, I have finals. And the week after that is spring break. And then after that, spring quarter starts. Wow, that was a shitty hype cave. So, the next 2 weeks, I'll be kind of focusing on finals and finishing everything else up. And then after that, things should hopefully calm down a bit. Where am I going? Is there anything to do over here? I don't think so. Spring break is gonna suck for a lot of kids? Yes. I was planning on doing nothing and just playing video games and streaming and relaxing. So my spring break isn't affected, but it probably sucks for a bunch of people. Could try Thieves Town. That's true, Dolphin has updated quite a bit. I think that was back at the house. Although technically this is a house, so I'm gonna have to come up with a better way of saying that. I guess I could just say the street name since I don't live there anymore, so who cares? But don't quite like doing that. Also, that requires me to keep straight all the street names of where I've lived, and I can't do that on Dolphin 3 back then. It has been quite a while. That would have been back in, like, what, 2016? Which, oof. That was almost 4 years ago. I've been streaming for like 4 or 5 years. That's kind of crazy. Probably gonna miss next weekend's stream. That's a shame. But also, next weekend's stream might not happen. I've got a fair amount to do. Because I will have Calc 3 exam, programming exam, and I'll have to make sure that group project's done, which is hopefully not a ton of work, but I also have a 5 to 6 page paper that will be due on not this Monday, but next Monday, which I haven't worked on yet, so I'm gonna try and work on that at least somewhat through the week, but I might get lazy, because I tend to procrastinate and whatnot. Yeah, it is, Artie. But that also means I'm gonna be in school once everyone else gets out, and I'm not looking forward to that. Probably, I think. Could be wrong. I didn't want to do that. Wait! Maybe. No, I didn't want to do that. Next week is my spring break. Nice! I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with Thieves Town these last 2 runs. There's the big key. For some reason I thought this was the big chest. I don't know why. Noise Artie! And Doom! I know a lot of people are looking forward to that Animal Crossing, and I would probably enjoy it if I got it, but out of the 2 of them, I'm definitely a bit more interested in Doom. Damn it. I still think the, all the fun fan art of Isabelle and Doom Guy is probably my favorite video game related, not video game thing in quite a while. Oh, I have magic powder. I can make these into fairies and consume them. If I hit them. Nice. I also have a lot of damage, which is also nice. And not something I'm used to at this point. I tried to hold out the sword, but it tinked against the spike thing and it went away, and then that slime touched me. Damn it. I wonder if that actually killed it, or if I, like, screen transitioned too soon. I will say, I'm gonna end up fighting blind without an armor upgrade, and that might be rough. Because it's been a while since I've done that. I think technically in the vanilla game you don't have the armor upgrade by now, so it's probably not, hopefully not too bad. I do have the red shield, so if I'm careful I can at least block the fireballs. See? This is the one time where getting the shield upgrades has helped. Yay. What am I missing at some point? I'm missing the blue cane cape. Fuck, what's next to lantern? Can't think of it. Oh, the hammer. Hammer's important, bow's important, the other medallion might be important. Other than that, I've technically got everything I need for progression's sake. But we'll see if beating the game's possible with it. And technically silver arrows, but you know. My best bud Ganon will tell me where those are if I can get far enough. So let me see, I'm trying to think of what dungeons I can do. I can do... I think... The problem is, I don't remember which ones require the hammer. So that's one of those items that I'm kind of used to having. Alright, either blind has the last small key, or the small key is in the big key chest. And I don't have to worry about it. Fortunately, that means if blind does have the small key, I'm gonna have to come back into the dungeon, get to the big chest, which is like the farthest in the dungeon you can go. Alright, what's your pun, blind? Flint and steel are a good match. I don't know why the randomizer developers decided that blind was just gonna give you a random pun every time. I can appreciate it. These are bullshit. Oh, sniped it. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Which is, it is bullshit. But that is also one of the many reasons I'm happy I don't have to go to my classes in person. Oh, why'd you swap then? No! Damn it! One more hit! Oh... Shouldn't have jumped down right there. Oh well. Got no health. It doesn't even help farmers. There's no reason to still do it. should have caught that. Oh well. That does help me a little bit with my plan. I've actually gotten quite a bit of health. I don't even feel like I've found too many full hearts. I've just found so many pieces of heart. Aha! The bonuses of actually having the net. None of this will be helpful. So I guess that. I could just spam the long shot, or the hook shot, because that does give iframes. I might try that. That will be a real dumb strat, but one that might work. Come on down here, blind. Didn't let go soon enough. Damn it. Yeah, he does. Ah, damn it. Wow, those iframes did not last long at all. I immediately got hit again. Fair, macho. Shovel! For great chivalry. So let me see. Eastern, I definitely need the hammer for, and the bow. Or, I mean, Palace of Darkness, whatever. Fuck. I don't think I need the hammer for Swamp. Oh, it's a good thing the small key was in the big chest, because I need the hammer to get that, as I always forget. I can get a few items from Dark Death Mountain. Again, the problem is I don't remember where all I need the hammer for. I need it for ice. I think I need it for Swamp, too. I think I need the hammer for everywhere, besides maybe Misery Mire. Just not great. There's at least a few items I can get by Misery Mire, and then there's some that I can get up on Death Mountain. I might need to dive into Eastern and hope that the bow is in there. This run's been rough, but in a fairly enjoyable way, at least. Like, it's definitely... Oops. But I've been able to fairly consistently progress. So it hasn't been, like, frustrating. But I feel like after basically every step I take, I have to think about where to go next, because it keeps giving me... I feel like it's fairly consistently giving me the item that opens up new areas, but always the item that opens up the least amount of new areas. Alright, that's nice to have. That's nothing. Been a lot of that, too. I wonder just how many, like, bomb items and whatnot are left. Let's see, that's ether. I have ether. The good cut does sound nice right now. Yay. I just now realized my equipment loadout right now is literally the exact opposite of what I had last time. Last time I had found all the armor, one shield, and one sword. In this one I have found none of the armor, and all but one sword, and all but one shield. That's kind of funny. Used for grade school kids, God. Nothing in there. I think it's just a fairy fountain in here. Or a great fairy or whatever. Let us have a cup of tea. I feel like I always happen to be drinking tea when I play this game. That is not on purpose. I wonder if it's subconscious. I can't do Misery Mire. I can... There is the graveyard spot right there. Faster to load out, though. I can come over here. Shit, I can't use that tile. Damn it. There is Dark Death Mountain. Oh, I could do the spike room without too much trouble getting to it. I don't have a ton of health or a ton of MP, so that'll be tricky to do, but I think I can do it at this point. Oh wait. I need a Dark World panel for this. Silly me. Wait. Yes. I thought that was the point, Macho. Yeah. Hammer and bow are really all I'm missing right now. I'd really like to avoid doing Skull Woods. Although I guess... On the one hand, that is probably the fastest Dark World dungeon to do, I think, once you actually know what you're doing there. But it's just got, like, nothing in it. So the benefit of doing it is basically nothing. There's like, what, one or maybe two unique items there. And this one's a pendant, but it is the green pendant, so that would give me whatever the hell Sassy was holding. Bottle up there. If I had the cape, that would be worth getting. If I find the cape and I'm having trouble, I can grab that. Forget, there an item in here? So I haven't been checking in here lately. Nope. Makes me feel better. Hey, looky right here. I always forget this is a spot, like 90% of the time. Is it gonna treat me right the one time I remember? Probably not. time I save and quit, I really gotta see just how many pieces of heart I've found. Okay. I can hook shot across and see what the catfish has. I think that's the extent of stuff really over here. Oops. Right here. At least I think I can hook shot across. If not, I can swim across. Damn. It's an armor upgrade. It would be real nice, and it would also let us see what the sprite change was. I really want it to be the hammer, though, because if I find the hammer, I can do a lot of the other dungeons. And that'll give a lot of items. Since that's default green. True, but most of the time I feel like most of the sprite changes that might be too subtle. Yeah, some of them are also real subtle, so it's hard to say. Maybe you become the girl. That'd be neat. I have found 14 of the pieces of heart, so I'm only missing 10 of them. That should have been easier to do. I haven't found the mushroom. I have found the shovel. I haven't gotten the flute yet. Might as well do that real quick. And then I'm gonna flute up to Death Mountain and see what all I can grab from Dark Death Mountain. Which is, at the very least, the Spike Cave. Which I think in the, like, accepted lexicon of speedrunning and randomizing where we have to give names to all of these rooms, I think it's just called Spike Cave. I could be wrong, though. Did I keep running while I was in this menu? Oh, that's why I keep forgetting about the shovel, because it's the same spot as the flute. Glad I remembered about the shovel, everyone. What would I have done if not for those 5 rupees? Oh, I can save the old man too, because I have the lantern now. God, I might just run into Eastern just to see what the hell there is, even without the bow. Because you can grab all but one thing from there without the bow. Now, granted, that means you can grab, like, 2 things there, at most, depending on what the boss has. I'm having trouble remembering if the swamp dungeon needs the hammer. I don't think it does. But there are so many dungeons in this game where you don't need the hammer for 90% of it, and then there's just like one asshole peg thing you have to smash. Which is what the Thief's Town was. I don't even remember because I hardly ever have to go into that big chest in there. But you do need the hammer for it. Because it's just surrounded by pegs for, again, no reason. Sometimes it feels like the developers of Link to the Past expected you to randomize it at some point. And they put all these small hidden fuck yous for when you did. Two, 3, and 4 require the hammer at least. Ow. Down here's the panel. Give me this. I'm gonna die, and that's gonna be annoying. So I'll have to climb all the way back here. I think one of these is a shop. I can at least buy a potion. This is not the shop. Due to randomizers, Cloudy now knows more about this game than I do. It's a real fast way to learn things about the game that most people don't really need to learn. I'll put it this way, you probably remember more about the vanilla game than I do. Like, where all this crap actually is. We now have all 3 medallions. This is no longer blue on mobile. Nice job, mobile. It's blue for me, at least. Oh yeah, there's in here. I hate that I can do that without looking at the actual path. It's not even like there's good shit over here 90% of the time. I think I'm doing this for a piece of heart. And a fairy. Something something tea lettuce. A lettuce tea. Lettuce is kind of leafy, right? You can make tea from it. I think this is nothing. Nope. No. Hey guys, it was nothing. There's nothing there. What's here in vanilla again? I think it was just a piece of heart. Oh, it wasn't even a piece of heart! Damn it. No wonder I didn't remember exactly what it was. If only I was so lucky that it was a piece of heart. Too far. The middle gap is much smaller than I always think. I believe this is termed Hookshot Cave by the randomizing community, and maybe the speedrunning community in general. I don't know how much of an overlap there is with names, probably quite a bit. Well, I just did a dump there, didn't I? Hey, there we go. How many more of those are left? How many more groups of bombs do I need to find? Alright, I at least got back over here. Yay. At least one more, apparently. That was the shop. I think that's everything up here. Uh-oh, Artie says 2 has the hammer. Damn it! So Swamp needs the hammer. I know Misery Mire needs the hammer too. And there's no way Turtle Rock doesn't. Turtle Rock needs like everything. This is the last dungeon. Last dungeon at least. I I think we're kind of left with just running into random dungeons and hoping I find either the bow or the hammer. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to clear all the pendant dungeons, because it's probably on, like, the Master Sword pedestal or something. So let's go into Eastern real quick, just because it'll be the fastest one to check everything. I'm trying to remember where exactly Turtle Rock needs the hammer, and I'm actually drawing a blank, so that might not need it somehow. Fair enough, Artie. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna throw it out there now. I don't think I'm gonna finish this run. If I somehow find both the hammer and bow in here specifically, maybe. But other than that, whew. Because even if I find them in here, I'm gonna have to complete most of the Dark World dungeons, and Ganon's Tower, and the Ganon fight in like an hour. Oh, you know what? I never checked the side of the pyramid. Shit. There's the ever so small chance that either of what I need are there. I think I'm gonna save the spoilers for this run, because this was quite the interesting run. And maybe just save this ROM for some other time, too. Like, just for me to play off stream, just because this was great as far as just learning more and challenging myself to think about what I could actually complete at any given moment. I can't wait till the hammer is somewhere super easy to get to that I just didn't think of. Because it's possible. Not super likely, I think, but possible. If I could find the bow in here so I could just complete it. Although, no. If I could find the hammer so I can complete everything else. Okay. So there's 3 item spots left. There's this big chest, the small chest surrounded by anti-fairies, and a boss. If neither of these have that, okay. So the small chest has something, and the boss has something. Now, if the small chest has the bow, I can get whatever the boss has. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to come back at some point to beat the boss. Now, technically, since the silver arrows and the bow are the same item in the randomizer, and you just have to get 2 of them to get the silver arrows, there is technically 2 spots the bow is currently at. Now, both or neither of these, or one of them, could be accessible right now. I would say good odds that at least one was. But, you know, no way to know for sure. Until I find it at least, you know. Nope. Damn it. Okay. So, that means there's nothing useful here. So, I'm gonna check the side of the pyramid. Then I'm gonna go into Turtle Rock, because I think out of every dungeon in the game, besides Ganon's Tower, that has the most items in it. And I'm at least not able to think of where I need the hammer there, so there's a decent chance I can complete it. So I have both the rods and the red cane, which is the main things I can think of to complete it. I'm sure you need the hammer at some point, though. It's either Turtle Rock or Swamp. It's really between those two, which one do I want to do? Or I could bite the bullet, do both of the pendant dungeons, which is the boss of Desert, which I just needed MP so that I could light both the things, and Skull Woods. Does Skull Woods need the hammer? I don't remember. It might also. Side of the pyramid. That's the thing, is that you need the hammer for, like, so many of the dungeons. It might be the item you need to complete the most dungeons. Like, if every item that blocks progress in a dungeon, that might be the one that blocks the most. Or, at the very least, if you... not progress, but just items, because it blocks you from getting everything in Thieves Town. For no reason. Again, it's just the big chest is surrounded by things you have to use the hammer on. I guess to make sure you didn't somehow lose the hammer? Because the devs knew that randomizers would be a thing and they wanted to fuck you over if you forgot you needed the hammer? I don't know. What about the red crystal dungeons? If I could do Misery Mire, which might not need the hammer? No, it does, I'm sure. It's gotta. Misery Mire needs, like, everything, because Misery Mire likes making me suffer. Because it's its name. Red Rupee. Damn it. I am going to try... I'm putting too much thought into this. None of the options are good options. I should just pick one and go. So I'm going to do Swamp, because it's close. Except it's not, because I need the hammer to access right there. The more I think about it, the more I'm unsure whether Misery Mire needs the hammer or not. Even if it doesn't, though, it's got, like, no actual items inside of it. Go away, bee. Shoe fly don't bother me. House flies can't, though. Ha-ha! Yeah, there's no way I'm completing this in an hour. I've done one required dungeon of 7. Plus the final dungeon, plus the final boss. But if I can find a hammer, the hammer, it's a moral victory. I'll take that. I'm pretty sure Meyer needs the hammer, because I feel like that's the one where it's just a fuck you, where you get through most of the dungeon and then you go down some stairs and then it's just surrounded by things you need to use the hammer on, and that's the only part that you need to do that on. One of the dungeons does that, and I think it's Meyer. So I have a brain fart forgetting how the mirror works. Man, it's a shame I never got to do any of the dungeons in this run, because I have the tier 3 sword, so I do well in the boss fights. I might do desert just to bully the sandworms, make myself feel better. But if I do that, then I might as well do Skull Woods so that I could get the Master Sword pedestal. So I'm sure either the bow or the hammer's on there. Maybe an armor. Because I am missing those too. Alone bubble. Yay. Why, that's the same as in vanilla! Haha! Because it has to be. I'm sure that one didn't get blocked. Fuck you, game. Hammer. Take it. The one skull I didn't check had the key, of course. Didn't think that would hit me. I think I managed to beat the entire vanilla game without realizing when those shoot fire. Because I'm dumb. Give me this. Whew. Worth it. I do need the hammer! No! Artie was right, I should have listened to him. I can't get any further than this. All that for naught. Actually, wait, I can. Hold on. Oops. Hit the button. Oh, but I can't jump down from here! Damn it! It's a waste of time. Why does that exist? Alright, Misery Mire it is. It's that or Turtle Rock, and Turtle Rock's more annoying to get to in all honesty. Actually, no, we're doing Turtle Rock. Should have saved and quit, but oh well. That actually might have been a little faster. Or about the same time, actually. I can't do Turtle Rock because you need to pound the pegs on top of the turtle head with the hammer. Damn it. You know what? No, I don't want to do Mystery Mire. We're going to do the Pendant Dungeons, and we're going to see what's on the Master Sword pedestal. Not even a single tile managed to pop up. You know what? I could use the lantern to conserve MP, but fuck it. Do not butt fuck lanterns. It will cause unpleasant burning sensations. Would not recommend. I heard some nerd sandworms were in here. Show me your face, coward. Oh wow, that one-shot it. I'm actually kind of surprised. I win. Oh, I did have something. Which means I forgot a chest somewhere. I don't like that. Now I have an interesting problem. Do I head back in and look for the chest I missed, just so that I know where it is? I think I do. Questions about a notebook. What time is it? Oh, right, I started at a half hour. Okay. I was about to say, because it's been 6 hours, and that's part of the whole starting the stream evenly on the hours, that I can hopefully notice fairly easily when it's been, you know, a multiple of hours, so I can tell when to stop a little easier. Make sure I don't go too long without noticing. Oh, you know what? I never grabbed the big chest, huh? So that's how I started here. It was, I didn't have the big key, and I went in here to grab it. 'Cause one, I wasn't really thinking about how the big chest was over here. Yep. Okay. That makes me feel a little better, because it's not like I completely missed a chest. I just couldn't open it and forgot I didn't open it. Still a silly mistake of mine. Boy, would my face have been red if the hammer was in there. So, if I don't get the hammer from here, I'm going to go into Palace of Darkness, because I think I can get a decent number of chests without needing the hammer. Because I think the more I think about it, I think the hammer is in vanilla, the big chest of there. So actually, you know what? That one that's fuck you, where you need the hammer after climbing downstairs, I think is that one, because I think that's where you get the hammer. So they don't want you to go down the stairs until you have it. There's also some stuff that requires the hammer to kill before then, and also hammerable spots before then, so not 100% sure. Do I need the small key to go through here? Nope. Is there something in here? There is! That could have fucked me last time. This was where I wasn't sure if there was a chest or not, and I was debating going back, and then I decided not to. It had a chest. Now, I think it just had a small key last time, and so I didn't really miss anything. But I can't know for sure. Alright, the compass. Because I do think there are several more small keys than you strictly need to beat this dungeon. Oh, ugh, I don't have half MP. That makes this dungeon more annoying. It's a big key. Alright, at least I can grab the big chest immediately. But yeah, if I start doing this more often, I need to at least open up a page that says how many unique treasures are in each dungeon. But I also need to make an effort to just memorize that, because that is really useful information. Oh, dick. There. I thought it was high enough that wouldn't get me. Hitboxes in this game sometimes leave a little something to be desired. Alright, that's at least helpful. So for the effort it took to get that, worth it. For the amount of effort I'm about to put in the rest of this dungeon to try and complete it for the pendant, probably won't end up being worth it. Oh my fucking god. I should just let it kill me. Start me at the beginning of this dungeon again anyway. By that I mean the door like 2 feet below me. That's where I'd start. Instead I'm gonna go up here, some random asshole's gonna kill me. So they're just standing in the door. No, I forgot about you. Leave me alone. The map, of course. Alright, so the boss has something. Or a small key. I don't know if the boss ever has a small key. I think they can. I just don't know if I've ever seen it happen. I think that room north is just like some MP or something dumb. So, I do have a ferry. I don't need to worry too much. I was about to say it's gonna be real bad if I die out here, but it wouldn't be, thankfully. Though I would like to keep that ferry for the boss, but I'm not now. There isn't an anti-fairy in this dungeon either for me to powder. I'll have to remember where the swirly shit. Where the swirly shit is. I'm doing all this for that room that I said wasn't important. Damn it. Chad, I'm done. Yep, just some MP. Like I thought. Can one of you have a heart now? That's a bit of a walk back. Maybe I should have just fallen. Oh well. God, that so looks like it should be hitting me. Damn it. How none of that hurt me, but I'll take it. Is there only 2 item spots left? There might be. Plus side! Even if... So the boss probably has an item, hopefully. It'll drop the green pendant, which will let me open up the Master Sword pedestal. And it's also the pendant where Sassy will give me an item, which I appreciate. I was kind of hoping for a heart. Aha! So if the boss doesn't have an item, it's gonna be real depressing. I got a heart at least. Oh, I just remembered who the boss is and how I don't have any armor. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat him. Damn it. I have a super good sword, at least. Nothing else. I always forget that happens. I meant to net her, but oh well. That hand almost made me take long enough that I didn't make it. No! Let me be free! Just kind of remembered that I haven't found a single armor upgrade this entire time. Got a little upset. At least disappointed. This. Worth it to avoid the hand. Okay, I still have a spare key, so that means the boss probably doesn't have one. Hopefully. I can at least blue cane. I've got a lot of health if no, you know, armor. That is probably the best I've ever fought that boss. Of course, red rupee, sweet. Give me this. This actually works out really nice. Been a while since I've seen this cutscene. Alright. It was the blue mail at least, and it made the scarf red, and maybe my outfit a deeper blue? I guess at least I can fight stuff a little better. Alright, so that was not required at least. But if I get either the hammer or the bow from Sassy, then I at least had to do Skull Woods. Although, honestly, either way, Skull Woods didn't take a ton of time, so... It was the bow. Alright, I had to do Skull Woods at least. I think I still didn't get anything useful from either Tower of Hera or Desert Palace, so I still didn't have to do those. But Skull Woods I need to do. So, that opens up at least finishing this dungeon. Oh, you know what? Do you need the bow for Misery Mire? You might. Oh, you at least need it for a decent amount of... Yeah, you need it to get into most of Palace of Darkness, because you need to fight the little guys that mimic or reverse your movement. You need... I'm pretty sure you need the bow to kill the red one. I think much like the eyeball guys, you can kill the green ones kind of however, but you need to use a bow to kill the red ones for whatever reason. Make sure you have it, I guess. Fuck you over if you don't happen to have arrows on you. Alright. Rude. Can't go through here and get just a bunch of money. Yeah, come on. Are these the first anti-fairies? Oh no, the ones around the pot are. I don't know why I'm bothering grabbing money. My thought was, you know, later on if I need it, that way I can stock up on potions, but I'm not gonna play for long enough to get far enough for that to be necessary, so... A little bit of a waste of time. Yeah, I've got about 15 minutes left in the stream. I'll at least get one more required dungeon down. Yep, okay. So this room is random. Neat. might be like only a few different patterns it'll do, but it'll randomly choose between them instead of being, you know, like fully random each cannonball. Oh, I always forget you take 2 arrows. I knew you were gonna do that. So, a little hard to say about what'll kill the boss faster, going at it with the sword or trying to arrow as many of them as I can. I'll use the arrows just cause. Yay. Guess I'll do Palace of Darkness, cause fuck it. It is funny that this was like the one panel I didn't really manage to find on my own when I played the vanilla game. But it's easily the most used, the panel I use the most since I've started the randomizer. Alright, so at the end of the stream, definitely going to take a look at the spoilers tab, see where everything was. I'm also going to take a look at what dungeons you need the hammer to finish, just because I'm real curious at this point. Specifically, I'm going to look and see if you need it to complete Misery Mire, because if you don't, then I kind of fucked up not doing there. Although, again, Misery Mire, I'm pretty sure does not have a lot of unique items compared to most of the other Dark World dungeons. I think Skull Woods and Thieves Town are tied for the least, if I remember right. I could be wrong about that. I know Skull Woods and something else are tied for the least. I think Turtle Rock has the most, and Palace of Darkness and maybe one other have the second most. Monkey taking money from me. What do you even use money for? Oh, so that guy threw a bomb through the hedge? Bullshit. Alright, let's see how far I can get into this before the game's like, you need a hammer! I think until you take the stairs down that you push a statue onto. I think until you get to there, you don't need the hammer. I could be wrong, though. I'm also somewhat trying to remember if... I think the blue and red tunics are just armor upgrades, and it'll give you whatever the next one you don't have is. Much like the bow, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure, though. I mean, like, everything else like that is, so... Except for the red boomerang. For whatever reason, the red boomerang is a separate item for the blue boomerang. It's not just like a boomerang upgrade. So much faster with the boots. See, but the stairs at the top of this screen, I think you need the hammer for. Don't really care too much about the fairies to the right. Full heart, that's nice. Oops. Go. Wait, where am I going? I'm being dumb. Just brain farted, big time. Out the middle door. And at least I have a small key, so I can go through the door over here, unlike last time. If you fan the bomb, it makes it go faster. Alright, so far... I don't think I technically needed the bow. What was over where the bow was? Where I had to use the bow? What item was over there? Was it one of the keys? Alright. Even if it was a key, so where I didn't technically need that specific key. Bullshit, I hit that soon enough. Liar game. There's the big key at least. That's what I was just looking to see if I had. Used both small keys, but that doesn't technically mean, again, if I found a small key where I needed to use the bow to get to, and I needed the bow yet. She's not gonna fly over to me. There it is. I didn't turn left soon enough. Overshot it. Okay, so it is only unique items or small keys at this point. Oops. I had the bombs ready. Little fire-breathing dino guys have some good drops, apparently. Mirror shield, alright. So let me see, as far as notable items are so far, I'm missing the hammer, the mushroom, what's next to the cape, one sword, and one armor. It's only 5 actually notable items. Oh, and one bow, so 6. The rest of it is money, bombs, arrows, and heart containers. God. Oh, take it back. 3 bottles, so 9. I know where one of those is, though. Alright, if there is a small key down here, then I definitely didn't need the bow to get this far. So as far as I can tell, bow unnecessary to get this far in the dungeon, which means I could have done it at any time. God, is that 3 just heart containers I found down here? Alright, calm down. So much health. I think right here, again if I remember right, is where you need the hammer for. I did a dumb. There we go. Alright, right here I would need the bow to progress. But I'm pretty sure, right past here, some stairs. And those you need the hammer to get by. Nope. Ouchie. Need the bow again. Five minutes left. Right here, and then you need the hammer. Alright, I tried, I did not manage to get through. That was a hard seed. Whew. So what all was I missing? I was missing mushroom, hammer, cape, 3 bottles, 7 heart pieces. So there were 2 more heart piece hearts and 2 more heart containers. And then a sword and armor, 3 bottles, cape, hammer, mushroom. So real quick, oops. Let us take a look in the spoiler. So, my dear game, where was the hammer? It was in Light World. It was the magic bat. I forgot about the... Wait. Don't you need the hammer to get there? I'm sure you don't, because the hammer was in there. Which means I was being dumb and I could get somewhere I didn't think I could. Because I think I actually went near it and then turned away because I didn't have the hammer. I think when I did that, I didn't have the magic powder, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, come on. Oh, I think also, if you go into Dark World, you can mirror around the hammer spot, yeah. So apparently the game expects you to know that. For some reason I was thinking that was a glitch and the game wouldn't require it, but that's clearly wrong. Okay. So, at least it was something a little fucky I had to do to get the hammer. Let me see. Let me back out of the game again so that I can see what all I'm missing. I was also missing the cape, which was in Dark World, the Pyramid Fairy. Alright, so I couldn't get there. Along with one of the heart containers. Just because I'm curious about everything. Mushroom was in Ganon's Tower, had the mushroom. Nice. have anything else. A lot of rupees. Okay, it also had the silver arrows. Let me see. So the other things that were left was sword. Light World had 2. The well and the mini Moldorm cave. Got those. And the Spike Cave in Dark World, which I needed the hammer for, so I couldn't do that at least. I don't know what this little playthrough thing is. Unless it's like this is stuff I grabbed, maybe? No. Yeah. Let me see. That was the sword. Where was the other armor? It was in Turtle Rock, so somewhere I couldn't get. And then, let me see. One bottle was a waterfall. Sassafras's hut. I got that one. Bumper Cave had a bottle. Where's Bumper Cave? To access the ledge above the Dark World equivalent of the Death Mountain access cave. Oh, right. I needed the cape for it. I think I knew about that bottle. And in the pyramid, I guess? Or that one isn't spawned. I'm not quite sure. Nope, that one wasn't spawned, I guess. Mimic Cave had a bottle, and Misery Mire had a bottle. At least I was right not to go into Misery Mire. So Misery Mire has 2 unique items. Got it. So it's... shit. It's as bad, I think, as... Skull Woods. Real quick. Unique items... No, that's not what I want. Items do need to clear dungeons, that'll help a little bit. Dungeon item count, maybe. Let me see. Escape has 6 items. Eastern has 3. Desert has 2. Hera has 2. Desert's as bad as Hera. Oh, guess it's just less annoying to get through. Pod is 5. Swamp is 6. Skullwoods is 2. Thieves Town's 4. Ice is 3. Mire is 2. Turtle Rock is 5. Ganon's is 20. God. I never realized just how many were in there. So actually the best dungeon for items is Swamp. Huh. And then both Pod and Turtle Rock are 5. I thought Turtle Rock had more. You know, I have better guides somewhere, but oh well. Goodbye, YouTube.